Hey everybody, it's Glenn back with another Clash Royale analysis video. We have the grand finals of the Gems League Latin America division featuring Pain Gaming and Cream Gaming. Surge TS versus Gabo. Let's go. I think this was really interesting because anytime it's Royal Hogs versus Mega Knight, you just have to feel for the player who's using Royal Hogs because they just get absolutely crunched by Mega Knight. But, as we're going to see in this video here, there was a way around it. So nothing doing really in the beginning. We have Bandit just getting wrecked by Hunter. And this Hunter opens up the cage. I imagine that's going to change. It took 3 hits for that Hunter to open up the cage. Maybe it should take 2. But that's just me. Anyways, we got a Firecracker walking up, going up against the Bats, and here comes the Royal Hogs. And yes, I mentioned there's a Mega Knight. Meanwhile, we have this Ram Rider that gets through these Barbarians somehow. So we got to look at that again because I was surprised about that too. Somehow this Ram Rider got through all of these Barbarians and got a hit on the tower. Unbelievable. And now we have to look at which way do we want to focus on. We got this Mega Knight on strong side. This Hunter comes in, gets some shots through, and the skeletons in the back. That's fine. Meanwhile, this Bandit got free and it's not getting touched. Gabo decided not to do anything with this Bandit. So we got to look at where did this Bandit come from and how did it get so free at this point. So this Firecracker has a protection from a Barbarian that was left. That Bandit looked like it was going to hit this Barbarian, but this Princess took it out already. So now it just has a free dash to go right at the Firecracker, except the Firecracker ducked it. And then this Bandit comes through. Now really, Gabo didn't have anything to deal with it, because at the time that Bandit was at the bridge, if you look at it in here, he had 2 elixir. So he could put the log out now, or whatever this 8th card is, we wouldn't know until later. And then hope that the skeletons and the Hunter take out the Mega Knight, or just wait it out, understand that some damage is going to be taken, and then play the log after the dash. Gabo decides to use the log after the dash. It's a tough call because he was down to no elixir. And really, Surge has to know at this point is he is well ahead in elixir. He has the card that counters the win condition of Gabo's lineup. And Surge has the lead. Things are looking really up, except now he decides to play Cage on the right side. I guess he's presuming that left side tower is going to be gone. We can never presume. It's 959 health. That's still pretty good. That's still a chance. So this poison gets played, and that really was the indicator. We didn't know, but now that's really the indicator that, okay, he could just poison cycle the rest of the way. I mean, yes, 52 seconds left in regulation, but you have 2 minutes worth of overtime. And it's double elixir, and then it gets triple elixir. There's plenty of chances to just cycle through and get this tower down even further than 959. So right now, just take care of the Firecracker. Hunter comes in with another Firecracker, finishes off that Night Witch, and now we got to worry about this baby dragon, but another Hunter comes in. These Royal Hogs come in, and now we got to choose your own adventure situation. I'm going to pause the video right here. If you were Surge TS in this situation, you're playing for the championship, what side would you go after? Would you go after the Royal Hog side, the left side tower? Would you basically crunch these Royal Hogs with your Mega Knight? Actually, I'll forward it one more. So there we go. All right. Now, 70 elixir. Now you can bring in Mega Knight. A second ago you couldn't, but now you can bring in Mega Knight in this situation right here. Think about the scenario. What's on the line here? You're playing for a championship. This play here could decide everything. What would you do in Surge TS's position right here? It's obvious that you do have to play Mega Knight. It's where do you play Mega Knight? And I'll bring up all of the scenarios before I show you exactly. If you didn't watch the video, if you didn't watch the game, I would definitely go check out the game and check out the whole match. But think about it before you watch. If you haven't, think about it before you watch this part here. Where would you go with the Mega Knight? Like I said, Mega Knight is the play to go with at this point. You could go with the left side here and crunch all of these Royal Hogs, because there's only one defender at this moment who could stop these Royal Hogs, and that's the Goblin Brawler. He's not going to take them all out, and the Royal Hogs are going to have a fun time on the tower with Earthquake. The Mega Knight has enough HP to say, he just shakes off that Earthquake. You ain't going to worry about it. Do you go that way? It's the perfect counter to Royal Hogs. You basically are going to take them out, and they're gone for the game. And remember, earlier in the game, Surge TS dropped Mega Knight right on Royal Hogs to stop that push from getting out of hand. So he's done it already one time. Does he do it again in this situation? Now let's look at the right side of the tower here. The right side of the tower is actually the lower of the two at this point. You have two hunters who can get to the tower and deliver a ton of damage. The only one that can stop them right here is the Night Witch. And yes, she can spawn bats. But if one of these hunters get to this Night Witch, it's basically over. Because one of them can just blast this Night Witch, and the other blasts the bats to come out of this Night Witch. So that's the scenario at this point. And let's also look at what the positive side would be for Surge TS. Should he play one of those two sides right here? Let's say he does go with the left side. If he's successful and gets rid of these Royal Hogs, as would be the case because it's a perfect counter for the Royal Hogs, now you have a Goblin Brawler push with a Mega Knight to a tower on the left side, on this bottom here, that's 959 health. It's the lower of the two here. If you go to the right side, you have a Night Witch that'll support this Mega Knight for a tower that's 1760. However, you have a Night Witch that will provide the aerial attack and the ground attack. So you have a very powerful ground attack with some air support. On the left side, it's just two powerful beasts going down to the lowest tower. So this is really, there's just so much into this situation right here that I was thinking about it as I saw it play out. I was thinking, oh, I can't believe that was the answer, because there could have been another way around it. So here we go. Which side did you pick? Which side do you think Surge TS picked as we continue this game? All right, here we go. And Surge TS picked the right side, gets rid of Firecracker. Now he has to deal with these barbarians. Here comes another Firecracker. He cycled through, and here comes Ram Rider and a Bandit and a Brawler. And I'll continue this, but we're gonna rewind it because there's a lot going on right here. It looks like it's over right here. This hunter stops it with the skeletons and the Brawler, and somehow this goes from 9-something to 463. And Gabo is still in this game with his Royal Hogs. Okay, let's back up to that decision and think about it in terms of whether it was the right play or not. So there goes the Royal Hogs. Let's focus on the left side first. Here comes the Royal Hogs. Cage stops them with Earthquake. And this heal spirit goes and heals a couple of those Royal Hogs, and the Goblin Brawler stops them. So that tower went from 2094. It started at 2094. And after all of this, with the Hogs, the heal spirit, and Earthquake, goes to 828. So think about what if the Mega Knight was played on the left side. Now we have a situation where at this very moment, the lowest tower side is on this left side. So perhaps we're going to be shifting everything to the left side for the remainder of this game. As you see, we have the Ram Rider here. Now let's focus on what happened with the Mega Knight play. So 2 bandits and skeletons. And they crunch. He crunches the hunters and firecracker. Barbarians come in. Another firecracker because he cycled through. And this looks really good here, despite them they're at low health. This looks still pretty good on this side, because the only one that's going to be able to come support is the firecracker. Now it's Gabbo's turn to decide, okay, what am I going to do? Because he is in a really tough spot. He almost has to let this firecracker basically take care of this whole job right here while he deals with this Ram Rider here and this Goblin Brawler on this side. So if we were to do another Choose Your Own Adventure, it would be, which side do you deal with? And you almost have to deal with the left side, because there's nobody doing anything on the left side. You just have to hope that this firecracker does her job while you bring in troops down here to help prevent this Ram Rider from finishing off this tower, which is what he does. Goes with the log first, then skeletons, and the bandits and the brawler go to the skeletons, and the hunter comes down just in time. This was unbelievable that none of these towers got taken down. Another earthquake gets played. And Gobble already cycled back to firecracker. These skeletons get put in, and these barbarians stop Ram Rider this time. They don't let her get through. These hogs come in, and Mega Knight crunches them. You got a hunter and a firecracker in the back, and firecracker just gets played right in the back. That was really, really good. So, then we have a bandit. You have to play the skeletons right here, because you don't want this bandit to dash. If this bandit dashes, let's back this up. Right here, this bandit was ready to dash right at the bridge. It would have went to hunter, and then it would have went to firecracker, because it would have been probably nothing. It probably would have redirected. That would have been really weird. But you have to prevent bandit from even getting ready to dash. So those skeletons are really good. Now it looks like those skeletons are aimed at attacking the Mega Knight, and they are, but it's also set to prevent this bandit from dashing. That's a really good position right there. So the bandit comes in, hits firecracker, walks to the tower, which is what you want. These bats, you just can't let them get through. I mean, there's just so much about this point in the game right here, because these bats right here on the left side look very innocent, and they did their job as these barbarians are walking through. This firecracker and this hunter take care of the baby dragon. This night witch has to deal with the barbarians, and they can't. So you have 4 bats come in, and like I said, they look like nothing. But if you watched what happened here with this bandit, so this bandit dashed, and now look at this princess. This princess is now targeting the bandit. She is not targeting the bats. That's why Gabbo had to play the firecracker right there. He probably could have played it back here, but the thing about it is that because this princess tower was targeting the bandit on the right side, those bats would have gotten a couple shots in on the tower, and then that could have led to. I mean, we're still at a point where Surge TS could poison cycle, but it would have been an easier poison cycle at this point. And now, here comes Gabo with Hogs and a Heal Spirit. That Heal Spirit does not go to the Hogs. It goes to the bandit who is out of range. She dashes back, and there's nothing left to stop the Hogs. And this was an incredible win by Gabo, because Royal Hogs versus Mega Knight is already a bad matchup, and somehow he made it work in his favor, despite this Ram Rider getting through Barbarians to get to the tower, this Mega Knight crunching Royal Hogs. You have this Night Witch and her bats. I mean, it was really amazing. Great play by Gabo to hang in there, to hold on, hang in there, and get the win. And yeah, I mean, this was a really exciting final. So congrats to Gabo on this win. I'm going to end the video right here. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like button wherever you're watching this. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.